Power 102.7 FM.
A very good afternoon to all our listeners across Ondo State and Nigeria. This is iPower 102.7 FM, Murile Owo in Ondo State, Southwest Nigeria. And the program at this moment is We Fact Checked It. The Fact Checked It is a program that is designed to fact check popular claims on social media and even on the street. My name is Alaba Adeyemi. Stay with me as I take you through today's edition. Today's claim that we are fact-checking is a claim that you must have had. If you're at least 15 years old in Nigeria and you grew up in Nigeria, you must have had your brothers, your sisters, the people on the street, sometimes people on social media claim that in Nigeria, that when someone is sentenced to 30 years imprisonment, he only spends 15. That prison terms, prison sentences are estimated by day and night. What is the truth about this claim? It has been repeated to your hearing. You've heard it from young people, from old people, from educated people, from illiterates too. I've also spoken about this particular claim, and many of those who have said it with so much confidence and gusto, saying that prison sentences are actually half the number of the calendar years that was pronounced by the judge. Is this actually true? Stay with me. We carried out our research and we discovered that there is no place in the world where someone will be sentenced into 2 calendar years of prison terms and will spend 1. He will spend 1. There is no place in the world where such practice exists, including Nigeria. In Nigeria, if you are sent to prison for 10 years, you are going to spend 365 days times 10. And 365 days, which is a year, times 10. Every prison term is estimated by 24 hours and not 12. Okay, maybe you have seen somebody who was sentenced to prison for 4 years and he came out after maybe 2 years and some months. Many people have been released from prison who didn't finish their prison term, not because the prison term was calculated that way, but because there's an instrument that is constitutionally given to the president, to the chief justice, to governors, and to the chief judge of the state, which is called the prerogative of mercy. That is, these persons can set convicts free based on recommendation, which could be of good character. It could also be because they have a terminal illness, or because the prison space is already congested and they have spent sufficient part of their prison sentence. Let me repeat it again. If you see anyone who has been convicted and is released halfway into his sentence, it could be that he appealed the judgment, and maybe the appellate court upturned the original judgment that sent him to prison. It could also be that one of the persons I've mentioned earlier is exercising his power of prerogative of mercy, where the convicted can be released before completing their terms, maybe on compassionate ground, maybe because the person had been recommended to have turned a new leaf or behaved well while in prison, or the person has a terminal illness and the authorities preferred that he dies in his arms, in the arms of his loved ones, or that the prison space, many prison spaces in Nigeria suffers from congestion. The prison space is congested. There are prisons in Nigeria that were actually erected maybe for 150 persons, and now we have close to 1,000 persons there. And if a person is sentenced to maybe 1 year imprisonment, after spending maybe 6 months or 8 months, he could be recommended for a release. These things happen regularly, but prison sentences are not estimated in 12 hours. They are estimated in 24 hours. Anyone who is sentenced to 2 years is expected to spend 365 days times 2 in prison. So therefore today, our verdict as regards the claim that prison terms are calculated in 12 hours and not 24. Brothers and sisters, even if you have had it for the last 50 years of your life, that claim is false. Next time you hear anyone say that a man who was sentenced to 10 years imprisonment will be back after 5 years, kindly educate him that it is not true. And if the man asked you how you found out, kindly tell him that you found out this facts. On iPower 102.7 FM Emuriliowo. And on the program, we fact-checked it. And with that fantastic verdict, we have come to the end of today's edition